Alright guys, the day's finally here. Here's the 3 vehicles that I'm going to be using in this build. We're going to go ahead and transform these 3 cars into one single vehicle. It's going to be the green van off of Cheech and Chong's movie Up in Smoke. Look at that, fellas. Clean. That's how it's supposed to be done. Now that was nice and easy right there. Look, fellas, there we go. So I'm gonna go ahead and just do this vehicle right here, and we'll go ahead and fast forward through all the rest. I'll get the other 2 taken apart, and we'll see what we got. Alright guys, we got the wheels off. Here's the wheels we're going to be using on our custom green van, which is our pretty sweet. You're going to look real nice, guys. Alright, we got our combat medic taken apart, the X-Men van. Let's go ahead and work on this base right here. We got the back wheels off. Let's go ahead and take the front one off here, fellas, and we're going to be working on this base, because this is going to be the main part of the build. So let's get the other wheel off. Okay, and there she is, guys. So what I'm gonna have to do is these notches right here in the front and in the back, I'm gonna have to go ahead and get the grinding wheel here, and we're gonna have to cut these open for the 1/16 aluminum tubing to go ahead and fit in between these spacings. Okay, I finally got the wheels onto the base. Rolls pretty good. Alright guys, this is the very important part right here. So what I need to do is make sure I line up these wheel wells together. I gotta line up the Cadillac one with the delivery truck. So once I go ahead and see where I'm at, I'll go ahead and try to get a fitting here, guys, because this is where I'm going to cut the Cadillac in order to splice it to go with the truck. Okay, here's what I was shooting for. I need to make sure I get an exact straight line so that way I could go ahead and just chop off the front of this Cadillac, and all I'll be left with is just the rear. And once I get that rear off, I'll go ahead and split it in the back. We'll go ahead and cut that up and see how we could go ahead and join them rear quarter panels onto the side of the van here. Alright, we got through one side. Let's go ahead and cut off the other side. Alright guys, we got it cut in half. Here's the front end, and here's our rear. Let's go ahead and peel off the tape. I'll go ahead and clean up those edges. Alright guys, just want to let you see where the progress is headed. This is the rear quarter panel of the Cadillac, and I got one fender cut off. And believe me guys, by any means this ain't easy. You know, it is pretty difficult if you're trying to cut through these little castings, man. They're pretty thick. And here's the fender that I cut off, and just this little fender alone, it feels heavy. Yep, but I gotta go ahead and clean all that off, fellas. Here's the back tail light. Let's go ahead and check this out. Yep, right there. And I already checked this out, and believe me fellas, you're gonna like what you see. So let's check it out. Once I get everything straightened up, I'm gonna go ahead and join these together in holy matrimony. And once we throw some paint on there, we get them rims and everything going, this is gonna be an awesome piece, guys. Telling you right now that I'm looking at it, I'm glad I got involved in this build. This is my first one, and I'm having a lot of fun. So hopefully when I'm done with this video, when I finish this piece, hopefully you guys like it, and hopefully you enjoyed this video. Let's keep at it, guys. Okay guys, we got our fenders all cleaned up. Make sure everything's pretty snug. It was pretty clean cuts. We got the back of the fenders, everything ground down, pretty level, flat. So that way when I go ahead and stick these on the side of the delivery van, everything should sit pretty flush. Alright guys, I've been working on these fenders. So right now I went and got some JB Weld. So that way when I go ahead and put these fenders or these quarter panels onto the delivery van, I don't go have a space right here in between. So go ahead and get to the fun part, trying to level this up, make everything flush, so I can go ahead and get these connected onto the delivery van, so we can go ahead and start getting our paint and primer done. Alright fellas, there she is. We're gonna go ahead and get her primered up. Here she is. I know I shouldn't be showing this to you guys so early in the game, but the closer I'm getting to completing this project, the more excited I'm getting. So I thought I'd maybe give you guys a little teaser, and here she is, fellas. We went and put the base onto the body. We haven't still got a lot left to do. I still got to do the chrome trim and the bottom fender wells, and we got to go ahead and finalize it with the black base coat before we go ahead and put on our final color. As excited as I am, guys, it's kind of hard to try not to rush these things, but our next step right here, we're gonna go ahead and use a gloss black. This is a base coat. This is for the color shift paint that I'm gonna be using. So I'll go ahead and do this next step. We'll go ahead and paint it the gloss black. I'll go ahead and let it sit for a day or so, and we'll go ahead and hit it with this afterwards, guys. This is the color that I'm gonna be using. So it says apply over black base coat, and this is a color changing paint. So besides just using regular green, I decided to go with this instead, which, you know, it's gonna look pretty awesome. You can see that green in there, and you know, being that this vehicle, this build, for what it is and from the movie that it's on, you guys know what it's all about. So I'm gonna go ahead and call this paint right here, if you know what I'm talking about, we're gonna go ahead and call it a hybrid. So like in the movie, I guess we could say it's a mix of some Maui Wowie with a little bit of Acapulco Gold, I guess. So we'll see how this comes out, fellas. After I do that black base coat, I'll go ahead and shoot it with this afterwards. But I'm gonna let that base coat sit for like a day or so before I hit it with this color. Alright guys, we're gonna go ahead and hit this with the gloss black. This is the base coat. Alright, looks like we got it good. Alright guys, the moment's finally here. This is what we've been waiting for. It's finally completed. She's a beauty. Hopefully you guys like it. I know I enjoyed building this build. I had lots of fun, and I'm gonna be looking forward to doing more. So hopefully you guys like this. Let's go ahead and check her out, fellas. We went and put some light on her, so now you can really see this paint pop. This is the paint I used was a color changing paint. Has almost like a purplish, and you can see the metallic green in it. Well fellas, this is it from Diecast Collector 303. And hopefully, then, other than showing you guys my finds and stuff like that, maybe I could bring you more videos with some custom builds. But until next time, keep collecting.